Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well. Today's video is going to be setting spray declutters. It is part 4 of my declutter series, so I hope you enjoy. If you're new here, I would love for you to subscribe if you have not already, and let's get into it. This is my drawer with my primers and my setting sprays, and I already have so much more room in here just from decluttering my primers, so I'm not too pressed about decluttering my setting sprays because I just have space now. However, I do know that there are a handful of them that I do want to get rid of, declutter, and or like give away to friends and family. And then I also know I have a handful of them that I want to just test out and see how I feel about them because I haven't even tried them yet. So I'm actually really excited for this declutter because it's going to make this drawer look even better than it already is. I also have this glass case here that holds a bunch of my setting sprays as well, and I usually put the ones that I'm like testing out or I use regularly and love in this section. So these setting sprays will be added to the collection for the declutter as well. Okay, so here are all of my setting sprays. I'm going to organize them the way that I usually do. So I'm going to figure out which ones I have duplicates of and then go from there. I have 2 of these Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless setting sprays. I'm going to keep both of them because I do like the setting spray and it's nice to have a travel size. So I'll be keeping both of these. Similarly, I have the Huda Beauty Easy Bake setting spray. I have a travel size, and then I also have this full-size one, and I'm going to keep both of these. I have 3 of these Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Set and Refresh sprays. I actually love the setting spray, but I don't need too many, so I'll get rid of one of these and donate them or give it to a friend, and then I'll keep 1 large size and then 1 mini size. I have 4 of these Urban Decay All-Nighter setting sprays, and I'm going to keep all of these because I just finished this one up, so this is going to go into an empties. This is one of my all-time favorite setting sprays. I don't know how I'll like the new formulation because I know that they like separated from Scandinavia or something like that. So I'm definitely keeping these ones because these are from before they like separated from Scandinavia. And I love that formula. So keeping all of these, and this is going into an empties. I have these 2 Milani Make It Last setting sprays. One has SPF and the other is just an original, but it's a larger size. I think this is a really good drugstore setting spray, so I'm going to keep both of these as well. I'm especially going to try and use this one up because it expires in December. I have all of these 1 size setting sprays. I'm going to remove this one from this selection because it's actually a makeup remover. And then I'm going to keep all of these. I thought about getting rid of this one because it's a sparkly one and I just can't see myself really using that except for concerts. I can definitely see myself using some sparkly spray on my body for a concert, or like maybe even going out or something like that. I don't go out often, but I do go to concerts fairly often. So I'm gonna keep this one, and then I love the rest of these, so I'm gonna keep these as well. These aren't duplicates, but I have one of the You Mist and then one of the Fenty setting sprays in the What It Do. It's the like dewy setting spray. I'm going to keep both of these as well. I go through setting sprays a lot, so I don't feel bad keeping a lot of these, and I like a lot of them. There are actually a lot of good brands of setting sprays, so this might not be a satisfying declutter either. I have these 3 NYX setting sprays, 2 of these mini matte finishes, and then 1 marshmallow matte finish. I'm going to get rid of one of the minis and then keep these 2, and both of these are going to go in my to try bin. Okay, here are the rest of my setting sprays. Right off the bat, I'm going to get rid of this Youthforia one because we know why. We know why. Also, they went out of business. And then I think I'm also going to get rid of this Tarte one just because I have no interest in trying it. And I've had it in my collection for a very long time and have never used it. And I also think I'm going to get rid of this JLo one just because I also don't have a big interest in using it or trying it. So I can give this away to a friend or family member. Okay, I added 2 more, this Milk Makeup one and then this Buble X Ellie one. I'm going to get rid of this Buble one just because I've never tried it and I don't have a big interest in trying it either. I also am not sure if they even sell it anymore. The CALIRAY one I'm keeping. I really like this one. It's a great setting spray and it has a beautiful mist on it as well. So keeping this one. I've been through, I think, 1 of these already. I'm also going to be keeping the Milk Makeup one. I'm going to keep the MAC one. I really like the MAC Prep and Prime spray. They're really nice and hydrating, and I just think it works well. And I want to try the Maybelline one out. That's going to go in my to try bin. The Pacifica one is going to go in my to try bin just because it has SPF in it, and I want to try it, but mostly I want to keep this one for the SPF. I'm going to keep this Jane Iredale one as well because it's a hydrating one, and I like to have a few hydrating mists in my collection. So I'm also going to keep the Bare Minerals one too. I think I'm going to put both of these in my to try bin just because I don't super know how well they perform, and I don't know if I want to keep them because I don't know very much about them or how I like them. So these will go in my like limbo bucket to see if I'll keep them or not. And same with the Morphe one. I heard the spray on this is super nice, but I know nothing about the longevity. And I'm also going to keep this KOSAS one. I've tried it a couple times, but I want to try it a couple more times just to see how I feel about it. But I remember this being pretty good, so I'll keep this one as well. These are all of the ones that I'm getting rid of. So I got rid of 20%. This is as much as I expected to get rid of, because I do use setting sprays pretty often and I go through them pretty quickly, and I like a lot of the ones that I'm keeping. So I do have quite a few to go in my to try bin. I think the things that will get me to declutter some of them will be how good the spray is, because if it's too spitty, I'm not keeping it. And then obviously how well it works as a setting spray, and if it helps with the longevity of my makeup. I have like 8 or 9 to put in my to try bin, so that's another like 20%. So that's pretty good if I end up getting rid of those, but we'll see. I just don't want to get rid of things that I haven't tried yet, which I've already talked about. So that is everything I'm getting rid of. These are all of the ones that are going into my to try bin. I think over the next like 2 weeks or so, I'll try a different one every single day and just pay attention to how well they work and if I like them and how good the spray is, and then that'll help me determine what I want to keep or not. So these are all of the ones I'm going to try out, and I'm going to put them in that little container that I showed you in the beginning that sits on my desk. I'm also going to put this Urban Decay All Nighter Extra Glow one in the to try section because I've only tried their like long lasting setting spray. I've never tried the Extra Glow one, so this is going to go in there as well. And then these are all of the ones that I've tried and I love. And I have travel sizes of some as well as full sizes, so I'm going to keep all of these. So this is what the drawer is looking like post declutter. There's a lot more space, and over here I have all of my minis and travel sizes. To the right I have all the setting sprays that don't sit upright because they're too tall, and then the rest of them. This is looking so much better. I definitely have room to grow, which I hope I don't, but if I happen to receive any products in PR, then I have space to store them, and before I just had no space whatsoever. So this feels really nice, and let's move on to the desk and the like glass container setting sprays. So over here we have all of the setting sprays I'm going to be testing out. Okay, so that was my setting spray declutter. Again, I got rid of as much as I was kind of expecting because I'm repeating myself, but I just like setting sprays. I use them up pretty quickly, and I like a lot of the ones that I have kept. So I just happen to have doubles of a lot of them, and I like having travel sizes. So I don't feel too bad. I obviously have too much of a lot of things, but I'm hoping that I don't keep a lot of the ones that I have in my to try section, because I'm gonna try a little bit harder about being like super picky about the things that I keep. So hopefully in the portions of my declutters that I have in like my to try bins and stuff, I don't keep a lot of them, but we'll see. Again, I'm not gonna be too hard on myself because this is just the way things are happening and I don't want to think too much about it. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed. If there are any other videos you want to see from me, please let me know. I would love to hear what you would like to see. I have a lot of new makeup to try from PR. I have a bin of empties. I could do a Project Pan update as well. And I'm also thinking of like some other like fall types of videos. So if you have any suggestions, I would love to hear them. And I hope you're having a good day wherever you are. I love you so much, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.